What's up, everybody? Zach here with a new episode of the Beginner Build Series with Merricks Garage. What we'll be doing today is installing these new LED headlights as well as the LED taillights. These were sent by LMC Truck. Really excited to get these in, so let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, we got this one in. This is the new LED tail light. You can probably tell I'm dressed differently. This took a little bit longer than I expected. I ran into a couple of issues as I was doing it. I realized I didn't record them. So I'm going to do the passenger side tail light now. And I'll walk you through some of the things that I ran into and what held me up. Give you a little more detail on that. So with that faceplate off, now this back cover comes off, but first I'm going to take out the light bulbs. So just give them a little twist and pull. A little bit more of a pull on that one. Now this whole plate comes off because LMC sends you a whole new faceplate or new back plating to go in there. Now these backs here, the lighting, the housing, give it another twist, and that comes right out. And same with the other two. All right. Now, the new housing. One of the issues I ran into when I was putting in the other side, this is, you have to put it in the right direction. So first of all, this foam gasket facing out, that's to keep the water out of the circuit board here. But then also, this pillar is a little longer than the others. I don't know if you can see that, but this pillar is a little longer. That one goes on the side of the body. When I put in the other one, I had it on the wrong side, had it upside down, and so when I ended up putting the tail light on, it was sticking out, you know, a half inch or so because it didn't fit on correctly. So make sure that that's, you know, facing the right direction. Actually, another issue I ran into, I'm going to do that right now. I put these in, so these just go exactly where the old light bulbs went for the tail lights. It's got the same housing, everything fits exactly with the existing materials here. So they go in, they have these pins on the side, and so they go in and then they twist, but you can see the pins are on different sides or different heights depending on the side. So you got to look into the housing, make sure that that's lining up. Now, before I screw this back in, I'm going to go make sure it works. And I'll probably stop the video after so I can watch the video and make sure it works because I can't see it from the driver's seat. But here we go. All right. Actually, I saw that it worked because it was reflecting off the garage door. So everything's going on the right track. I'm just going to screw this back in. This kit came with new screws, so I don't have the random assortment of different heads that I had before. All right, there we go. So, taillights done. Moving on to the headlights. And I'll show you where we're at with those because I also ran into a few issues with that.
3 things that you can do to help out Merricks Garage. First, go to my website. Second, go to my Amazon store. Third, click like and subscribe. My website has all my merch, stickers, consulting, and all the products from the roll cage to the light bar to the seat brackets. Also, my Amazon store will have a full list of products I use, recommendations, things I like, and anything you purchase on Amazon, I get a little kickback for, which helps me just keep producing content for you guys. And finally, click like and subscribe and drop me a comment down below. Believe it or not, YouTube pays attention to that, and it makes me feel really good about myself.
So I started installing the new LED headlights and ran into a couple of issues. First of which is, might be hard to see back here, but this little adjustment screw, you can see the good one down here, but the one on the top headlight is broken, so that's why it's got this sharp angle. It's kind of pointing down. Found some of those online, so I got those here. So that's good, but the second more important issue is the headlights won't turn on at all. They weren't before with the regular halogen lights, but I was hoping that it was just dead bulbs. But now putting in the LED lights, I've realized that it is something to do with wiring and it's not getting power to these outlets. So I actually took, my friend was in town, Mario. He's helping me out with all of this, and we took a multimeter to these and realized they're not getting power. So with that combined with the fact that the running lights work, and I can turn those on real quick, made us realize that it's most likely the switch. We came to that conclusion. I would say we determined that that's what it is, but I'm not that confident, but we're hoping that that's the situation. So you can see I've already started taking the faceplate off of the instrument panel to try to get to that headlight switch. But now with that on, you can see the side markers are on and those are on. So the switch is sending signal to those, but with the headlight, with it pulled all the way out, it's not getting light to the lamp. So I'm gonna find a headlight switch and replace that. All right, so last time I left you guys with the light install, I was hoping that it was the light switch that was the issue, and it was not. So kept searching for, so after installing that, obviously the headlights were still not working, kept searching for a solution. Ended up coming across the dimmer switch. Let me show you this. This dimmer switch, obviously it's in the floor. You know, they have this step for the brights. Well, you can see it's pretty melted, so that was obviously gonna need to be replaced. Did that. Things were looking better, started to have some action in the headlights, but still were a little finicky. So searching through the wiring, found a disconnected wire over here by the side marker light. Fixed that. Things got a little better, still a little finicky. Just kept searching, and it was this headlight. One of the wires was a little loose in the socket. So once that was fixed, headlights are working, and we can all rejoice. I felt really good about that. So things are moving along in the lighting department. Next, I just got a shipment in from LMC for the side markers and these cool bumper lights. So I'm gonna put those in, get those replaced right now. All right, you guys can't tell, but that took about 2 minutes. LMC does a really good series on how to do a lot of these light installs, but looks great. It's beautiful. The other side I'm putting in, but this is the broken wire. I just crimped it or twisted it together, put some electrical tape on it when I fixed it, but now I'm gonna do it right, because if you're gonna do all this, you might as well do it right when you're doing it. So I'm gonna do that real quick and get this other side lamp in. Here we are. We have all 4 headlights installed, both side markers. We do have this running light on the bumper, which is, I think, just with the 82 models. Also got an LED for that. Or no, that's just a halogen. So these didn't have an LED option, but have a really nice new halogen and lens in there. Full transparency, I did not get to the passenger side. Behind this is a piece of frame that I just could not get past, but I am gonna be painting the Blazer, and when I do that, I'm gonna have this bumper off, so I'm gonna put the light in while I do that. But regardless, it is looking clean. I cannot overstate how much of a difference just new LED lights make. The ones from LMC here, you know, I'm sure you can find LED lights for these Blazers all over, but these worked really great for me. Really happy I took it out in the snow and got to take a look at how bright it is for viewing purposes here. I do have the brights on, so you can see that. And then of course, got both brake lights working too. So that wraps up the lighting. I think, just to talk future plans for lighting, these I've had on here, but probably gonna end up taking those off when I put on this bully bar, I think that's what they call it, which has some vintage KC lights on it. So I got that actually from James. So I'm gonna put that on in the future. And when I do, I'll wire it up and take these out. But loving the way it looks. And that is a wrap. Stay tuned for the next video where I install this lift kit that's already installed. I've been a little out of order, but coming up next week, Merricks Garage.